So let's talk Jessica Jones. This is a 13-episode Netflix original series and the second Netflix show to be based off a Marvel Comics character. Now, Jessica Jones, in comparison to a lot of these others, is actually a more recent character. I actually remember when the Alias comic books came out, which were her original title, basically, Alias Investigations. I remember seeing them in the comics, and I actually thought they were to do with the Alias TV show at the time, because they had a kind of similar looking logo, which had one of the letters kind of obscured and stuff like that. So I just assumed it was an Alias comic to do with a TV show. It isn't, of course. It's something completely different. And this, although this TV show or Netflix show is not based on a particular run of comic, it does take elements a lot from that kind of series, and it focuses on Jessica Jones, who is a private investigator who has been or tried to be a superhero at some point, but kind of failed quite spectacularly and kind of got involved with a very dangerous individual. And it really tells her story kind of after the fact. Now she's kind of using her gifts as a private investigator, and basically a guy from her past, Kilgrave, who is kind of the main bad guy, Purple Man from the comics, this one played by David Tennant, who basically has the ability to influence people and make them do what he says, basically. And that's your kind of story there, really. I won't go too much into regards to plot in case you haven't seen the series yet. Suffice to say that obviously we do have other sort of characters involved. Luke Cage, I guess, primarily. He's going to get his own Netflix TV show after this one. And if you had read the comics, him and Jessica Jones are essentially kind of like the power couple, if you like, of the Marvel universe, or the modern Marvel universe at least. So what's this series like? I have to say, as a brief overview, it is very good. I don't think it's as strong as Daredevil. It's a different kind of show compared. If you thought Daredevil wasn't so much a superhero show, this is even more so than that. This is really a sort of noirish crime drama where the main protagonist just happens to have superpowers, but the powers are relatively sort of muted. It's kind of like super strength, and also sort of like jumping kind of like high and things like that. But nothing particularly kind of flashy, and it's more to do with kind of the detective work and things like that. So it's kind of a very sort of toned down sort of superhero drama, crime drama, really, more than anything else. It has some good strengths here. I think the cast are very good. Krysten Ritter, I think, makes a great, very kind of like grounded and kind of gritty heroine. I think she's quite well cast here. I know some people have a problem with her, but I think she does a good job here. David Tennant, obviously from Doctor Who fame, fantastic as the Purple Man, also known as Kevin Kilgrave. Yes, Kevin Kilgrave. Not Zebediah or Zachariah, whatever his name is in the comics. But anyway. And Luke Cage, played by Mike Coulter. Great. Do I have some problems with this? I do. The main one for me is the pace of this show grinds to a halt in the last, I would say, 4 or 5 episodes. Primarily due to secondary characters. Oh my god. I mean, I had this problem with Daredevil. I felt that the Karen Page story was really had nothing to do with the kind of the main story. And in this one, it has even less. I think that you have this kind of this character called Malcolm, who is from the comics, who's this kind of like neighbour of Jessica Jones, and he has this kind of support group of people who have been basically controlled by Kilgrave. And it's just, they spend so much time on it in those last 3 episodes. It's like, my god, just get over it. And there's this crazy neighbour who's obviously this sort of comic relief, and she's just the worst character ever. Whenever you're on the screen, you're like, oh god, I just want this thing to be over. And it really kind of drags the final few episodes down. You take those bits out of it and it's very good still. There are some kind of just a few kind of nitpicky things here and there, but I think the Kilgrave's motivations were very short-sighted, to be honest, but I guess you can't have, you've got to have some shallow villains here and there, I suppose. But the main thing for me, I think the pacing of this one, it just needed a little bit more oomph to it sometimes. But it's a very good show. I think it's very enjoyable. It's very well made, well shot. I thought all the acting is very good. I just wish it would kind of, sometimes it felt like it was stretching stuff out a little bit too much when it didn't need to be. Maybe it could have been done with having like 10 episodes rather than kind of 13. And my God, you know, they have these characters and they just think, oh, well, we need to kind of like have something for them to do. It's the same problem I had with Daredevil, and it's a different creative team, but it seemed to have the same issue here. But don't get me wrong, overall this is a really good show, and you know the Netflix shows are really good. I'm very much looking forward to Luke Cage, even though you know the actor maybe wouldn't be my first choice. Terry Crews would have been the one, but I guess he's too old when you look, you know, sort of standing next to Krysten Ritter, so I understand they've gone there. But you know, I'm looking forward to. I think he'll be a good show. So anyway, I'm going to give this series a 7 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.